All right, race fans. This is Front Row Joe, joined by Emmett Crow for the All-American Racing Network race here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Guys are getting just about gridded up right now, and then we will be going absolutely green. Emmett, how's it going, my friend?
It's going great, Joe. It's great to be back with you folks. Great to be back with you, Joe, and what better way to be back than here at the last great Coliseum in Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yeah, it should be an interesting race. Bristol, another iconic NASCAR track. The guys are going to be here for 160 laps. No stages. They'll have 5 additional tire sets, 3 green-white checkers, a 55% fuel window, and no fast repairs. It's going to be 66 degrees, 39% humidity, partly cloudy, and a wind of 13 miles an hour. And with no fast repairs, these guys are going to have to take it easy. You don't want to get into a situation where you wreck your car and you're done. So it's definitely going to force some clean racing.
Yeah, definitely go for some clean racing. And, you know, the old term at Bristol is, you know, you got to give that bumper to him, give the old boot scoot boogie. But the thing is, Joe, I mean, I think DW said it best. If you would throw 100 fighter jets into a blender, that is exactly what we have tonight at Bristol.
Yeah, you are correct. Right now, we're going to take a look at our starting grid. Starting on the pole is going to be Christian Barnes. On his outside is going to be Josh Wyatt. Row number 2 is going to be Zachary King and Adam Ramsey. Row number 3 is going to be Doug Scalise and Dave W. Allen. Row number 4 is going to be Chris Romano and Lucas Bray. Row number 5, Chris Etchapar and Joseph Conan. Row number 6 is going to be Jared Essenberg and Joseph Essenberg. Little twin brother action right there. Row number 7 is going to be Nick Steinseifer and Isaac Michael. Row number 8, Daniel Dunaway and Jason Thomas. Row number 9, Corey Powell and Anthony Hatfield. Row number 10, Gary May and Howard Peoples III. Row number 11, Mike Alley and John Cook. And our shotgun is Ryan Testa, starting in the rear of the field. So Emmett, as we wait to go green here, what are your expectations for this race?
Well, you know, last night we saw Ty Gibbs get his first career win in the Cup Series, and we had an unbelievable, I almost said Xfinity, but O'Reilly race with Connor Zilch and Kyle Larson. But tonight, Joe, do we see our first-time winner in the AARN O'Reilly Series?
Green flag.
We shall see, and we are green here for the All-American Racing Network race here at Bristol.
Barnes is going to get a great jump early on, take over the lead, but Zachary King right there behind him, just following in his tracks, trying to find a way to get up there, but Doug Barnes is gone, Joe.
Yeah, he is absolutely taking a nice lead out in front. Him and Zachary King out to a nice lead on the rest of the field, almost a second Zachary King has on the third place driver.
Sorry, Christian Barnes. I don't know where I got Doug Barnes at.
Yeah, I think there's a Doug Barnes somewhere laying around.
Yeah. Oh, that's a late model driver in the Cars Tour.
You are correct. As I think I've got the audio straightened out, I think we sound good here. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the other drivers here tonight. We have Lucas Bray in that number 57 Toyota, currently 6th. Lucas Bray, one of our top 5 finishers at Daytona. He's really showing his racecraft here and his desire to do well in the AARN All Rally Series League. We have Jared Essenberg, and he was followed closely by his brother Joseph Essenberg. Joseph falling down a few spots. Nevertheless, we do have 160 laps here, so it should be a very interesting race for us to commentate and for everybody at home to watch.
Yeah, it should be very interesting as we take a look at Adam Ramsey in the 97 machine. He was real quick in qualifying. He was set in P3 until, sorry, that was Doug that was set in P3, not Adam, but Zachary King was able to move into that P3 spot, and just like that, Zachary King going to the lead.
Yeah, as we go on with Zachary King here, pretty clean race so far. I can tell you from experience running this track in an official series, there's almost guaranteed to be a caution within the first 10 laps of the race. So these guys have made it past the point of no return, so to speak.
Yeah, they definitely have, and doing a great job for sure.
We do have some drivers that appear to have crashed. Daniel Dunaway, we're going to go back and take a look at this replay and see what happened to Daniel Dunaway. No, okay, that just looks like it's a little bump at the beginning of the race. I don't know why it was showing me that he crashed, but we're going to go back live to the action here.
Yeah, a lot of action going on here early on in the AARN O'Reilly Series.
Yeah, as we take a look at Doug Scalise here, sitting 7th. He qualified in the top 5, but you know how Bristol goes. You get caught in a not so pleasant position, you're going to get passed. So hopefully Doug can kind of overcome this challenge, either maintain his position or kind of move a little bit forward here.
Oh, we got a car slow. That's going to be the 15, I believe.
15 or 51. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that was Daniel Dunaway.
Yeah,
I think he was coming out of pit road because it shows that he entered pit road. So I wonder what happened there. I wonder what caused him to go down pit road as he gets passed by that number 5 car of Gary May.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because if he's coming off pit road, yeah, that definitely look at that Taylor Swift car, the 18 machine of Anthony Hatfield. But yeah, something must have. That's just as sweet looking. Great to see the Skull Bandit car out here. You know, I wish we could see it IRL, but we haven't got to see it yet. They tried to run it, but they wouldn't let them run it.
Oh wow. Yeah, we're gonna go live on board here with Adam Ramsey as he tries to chase down Zachary King for that race lead, as they have already caught up to the back of the field, already putting about 6 drivers down a lap. So these guys are absolutely cooking here.
Yeah, these guys are definitely flying around this track. So coming up on another lap car that I believe that is, who is that up in front of Zachary?
That's the 77 car. 77 car of John.
Yeah, John Cook just trying to find a way to get around the 2 of Brian Testa.
Hey, Zachary King looks like he's getting some real good runs off the corners. But with all this lap traffic in front of him, he's almost at the mercy of Zachary King, as Zachary has to check up to try and navigate this traffic.
Yeah, and that's interesting about John Cook. That almost looks like a next-gen car, how it's set up on that scheme.
Yeah, very interesting.
And then you get like a throwback-looking scheme with Ryan Testa with the number, you know, back in the Gen 1, Gen 2 days.
Yeah, Ryan Testa with that signature Carolina blue in his Testa and Sons sign Chevrolet Camaro, and as he's got Lucas Bray coming up on him. Lucas Bray sitting in P4 right now. He is up 4 spots after starting 8th as we go live on board with Lucas Bray as he tries to navigate around this lap traffic and make his way towards the front of the field.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you get so heavy here in Bristol, you know, being only a half mile, when you get into this lap traffic, that's where the trouble can happen at, Joe, because you get around these lap cars and they get a little antsy because they don't want to go lap down, and they tend to make a mistake and you get caught up in it.
Yep, and we do have a caution here. It is going to be Chris Romano who has crashed. We're going to go back and we're going to take a look and see what happened to Chris Romano in that number 44 Toyota Supra. Oh, that 88 just gets to his inside and around he goes. That was the 88 of Chris Echapar. Yeah. As we are here under caution.
Chris Romano, multi-time winner in this series already. Won at Daytona, and then I believe he went back-to-back, didn't he?
I do believe Chris Romano went back-to-back. Lap 29 of 160 is going to bring up our first caution of the night as we go ahead and we take a look at some of our biggest gainers of the night so far. Howard Peoples moving up 10 spots. Mike Alley moving up 9 spots. John Cook up 7. Ryan Testa also up 7. And Gary May is up 6 positions. So all these drivers really excelling here and hoping to put themselves in a position to go for the win here.
Yeah, a lot of guys setting up their stuff early on, and we're seeing the speed. I mean, Zachary King, he's looking like, I mean, he got shot out of a cannon, and it'll be interesting on this restart to see how quick he gets up there, especially with Christian Barnes behind him on the wherever he. Okay, so he's going to choose the inside line. So that's going to be interesting to see how Adam Ramsey's going to be able to get the restart on the outside line, Joe.
Yeah. Why is it not showing? This doesn't look right. There's no way these guys are. There's no way they're only running 25-second laps. So, something wrong there. There we go.
There we go.
Yep. Zachary King with the fastest lap as a 15.26. Christian Barnes only 0.02 of a second off, and then the rest of the field only looks like they're a couple of hundredths off. So everybody out here running very, very, very fast laps here at Bristol. So we are going to be ripping and running this entire race.
Yeah, and not having stages. We're going back to the old school style, and I love it, Joe. I love it.
Yeah, it really it forces you to actually strategize the race a little bit. You know, you have to manage your green flag pit stops because if we get a long run here and it stays green, these guys are going to have to strategize some. So.
Yeah, as we see Zachary King get a great restart. Adam Ramsey was a little slow to get through the gears, but that's going to allow King to get away, and Christian Bart's going to move into the number 2 spot, Joe.
Yeah, you know, the leader always has the advantage on the restarts because he gets to tell everybody else when to go. Mm-hmm. That really gives, you know, the leader, Zachary King in this case, an opportunity to really rock it out. But, you know, Christian Barnes and Adam Ramsey still right there. So just goes to show you how tough the competition is out here. And we are we're in store for a very exciting race.
Yeah, definitely in store for a very exciting race. And
another caution.
Oh, man. I don't know who it was, but I...
So that was, looks like Jared Essenberg, Doug Scalise, Jason Thomas, all getting caught up in this wreck.
I was about to say, I heard somebody come over the race chatter and said, "My bad, boys, my bad, my bad." Oh, man.
So that was the 16 of Doug Scalise getting wrapped up in that first. Go back and see what happened with him. He taps the wall a little bit, and then, the 29 just gets to his left rear. A little arc brake action there from the number 4 of Jared Essenberg. But he was on the brakes, you know, not much he can do. And look at the 8 car almost getting a bunch of arc braking out here. But you know, that's just Bristol. I mean, you short track racing, you're coming out of the corner at, you know, 110 miles an hour. there's really not anywhere for you to go.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I know Doug Scalise is probably going to be calling Saul Goodman after that. Uh,
But while we're on to caution, what we're going to do real quick, we are going to take a short break and have a word from our sponsor, Ideal Pest Management.
Your sanctuary invaded. Your peace disrupted. Unwanted guests making themselves at home. But liberation is just a call away. When Ideal Pest Management arrives, the transformation begins. Award-winning expertise, 5-star service, your space reclaimed, your ideal life restored. Because every home deserves to be pest-free. Ideal Pest Management, where your peace of mind is our mission.
Ideal Pest Management, serving the greater upstate New York area. You can visit them at idealpests.com for all of your pest management needs. Ideal Pest Management, also the winner of the Daily Gazette's 2024 and 2025 People's Choice Best of the Best Award. So quality over quantity. You can also call them, area code 518-774-8817. As the lights on the pace car are off, we are on 1 to go. We have just shy of, let's see if I can get the calculations right. Just shy of 130 laps to go. 122 to be exact. So, but we are green, and look at Zachary King again. Monster jump off the restart. Maybe taking the outside was going to work a little bit better for him, give him a little bit extra room there to get a run. Adam Ramsey and Christian Barnes battling out for that number 2 spot as we see the number 88 car of Chris Echapar swing out way wide up to the top here, looking to try and get as much of a run as he can. He better be careful though on that outside. There's very little grip up there.
Yeah, very little grip, and you'll get into the marbles, and we'll see. That'll cause you to go around too, Joe. But look at this. Echapar trying to get down to the bottom. Now he does get down to the bottom, but he lost. Oh, man, so loose. And that's probably got a little debris from up there on his tires, Joe. But now Lucas Bray able to get away from him.
Yeah, you have all those marbles up there on the top of the track, and some debris left up there from the wrecks, and it can really cause some disruption in your tires. And we've seen there as the number 88 got a little squirrely coming off the corner. That's exactly what can happen.
Yeah, that's exactly what can happen for sure. And it just a little bit can send you around. But I tell you, Lucas Bray is a man on a mission, as he's all the way up to P4, gaining 4 spots on that last restart.
Yeah, Lucas Bray, he is, I've mentioned it before, he is one of the teammates that I run with. And as we see somebody go down on the apron there, looks like somebody just got loose coming off the corner. But Lucas Bray is, he's one heck of a driver. So love to see him out there and getting some airtime. And looking forward to seeing how he does as we take a look at Joseph Conan here as we go on board with him. As he tries to chase down that number 88 of Chris Echapar. Look at him getting all the way down to that yellow line. Fastest lap around the track is, the fastest way around the track is what he's trying to take. So,
yeah, Joseph Conan just trying to find something to get some grip. As you take a look right there, I mean, look at the line graph. I mean, we got a W, we got a U. I mean, we got all kinds of letters of the alphabet on there, Joe.
Yeah, this this track, there's a few different grooves that you can take, right, and a few different type of lines that will help you, maintain your speed and be easy on your tires, because we know those front rights and those right rears are gonna take a beating here. So you gotta make sure you get a good entry, a good exit, not put too much throttle in there. So, very very difficult for these drivers out here.
Yeah, very difficult as we take a look at Joseph Essenberg trying to get up here with the 77 of John Cook and Chris Etchapar, trying to find a way, but he's got his hands full with Joseph Conan, who we were just running on board with, catching up to him.
Yeah, that 77 car, he looks like he's holding some pace right there, rolling the center of the track, getting some good exit speed, and we'll be watching him as he's actually up 14 positions since that last restart. So he's sending a message. So we'll be looking to pay attention to him.
Yeah, definitely be looking to be paying attention to him for sure.
And look at this. The way it stands right now, I do believe Lucas Bray is now our race leader.
Wow, Lucas Bray. Like I said, he's a man on a mission, and his mission was to get to the lead, and he's done that.
Yeah, he's up 7, count them, 7 spots since this last restart.
Look at that Christian Ball. Zachary King has dropped all the way to P4. So I wonder if there's something gone amiss on the King mobile, or if he's just saving tires. But look at Dave Allen up to 5th. Chris Etchapar up to 6th. I mean, a lot of guys, a lot of shakers and movers here at Bristol. Joe?
Yeah, you have drivers, and not to take away from anybody's skill, right? But there are drivers out there that can run hot and run fast for a few laps. But unfortunately, what ends up happening is they burn their tires up, and they end up having to slow down. So, as we see that one car of Zach King sliding down in front of Chris Etchapar, that was almost a little too close for comfort for both of them. So these guys better be careful, because if we've already seen 2 cautions, and I was just talking about it. Good save by Zachary King as he came down on Etchapar right there. Little bit of a broadcaster curse. Yeah, we're on the same page.
Yeah. It's funny. I did not believe that until it happened to me. I was calling a race, and it reminded me of the Coke 600 where Dale Jr. was scooting away, then ran out of fuel in the last corner. Kevin Harvick won that race. But that's what it reminded me of, because this guy passed another guy, and he ran out of gas in turn 3 and then lost the race. And from then on, I was like, all right, I am not doing that anymore.
Yeah, man, that's wild.
It's so crazy how when you see it, you're like, okay, no, don't take it. You learn something new every day.
As Lucas Bray, as we go back to him, he's got almost a 2-second lead on Christian. Lucas Bray, like we've said before, a man on a mission here tonight.
Yeah, Lucas Bray in that Piggly Wiggly machine, probably got a lot of reps from Piggly Wiggly here at the track, and wanted to put that 57, beautiful looking 57 car in victory lane.
Yes, Lucas Bray having to work around some lap traffic there. Really difficult when you have guys that are fighting to stay on the lead lap, and potentially some guys that are not completely aware of what's going on. Just you can kind of get tunnel vision here and not see what's coming up in your rearview mirror.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of drivers here sporting some ideal pest control schemes. Ideal Pest Control is more than likely sponsoring these guys. So, oh, we got a wreck.
No!
A lot of smoke there. Oh, that was a number 1 car again of Zachary King.
No caution. We stay green.
No, they were able to save it and keep it on the track. So, we stay green. As we take a look at our lap leaders right here, Zachary King leading 40 of 160 laps, Lucas Bray leading 17 of them, Christian Barnes leading 12, and Adam Ramsey leading 1 lap. As we go ahead and look at our fastest lap times again, Christian Barnes with a 15.26, as well as Zachary King, and Lucas Bray, his fastest lap only 0.02 of a second slower than Christian and Zachary. Oh! As we see a car down there on the apron.
We stay green.
We stay green. We stay green again. And I'm a little bummed out as I didn't see what car that was. Oh, that was Corey Powell and that number 92, Gilbert's Ford.
For all the Swifties out there, looks like Hatfield is done for the day.
Yeah, it shows him on pit road, so maybe he's just getting some fast repairs going on, or
oh, they don't have a fast repair.
You're right. No, well, I meant some repairs done. So.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, right in
Oh,
front
our
of the
leader!
Everybody on the racetrack will be pissed
Right
off.
in front of the leader. You know Lucas is not going to be happy about that one.
Yeah, but the good thing is, it looks like it didn't hurt that car any, really.
We're going to have to do a little manual rewind here because SDK is doing something it did to me last night again and not showing me what was happening. So we're gonna back it up. We are gonna change camera angles. Go to the far chase. Oh, maybe not go to the far chase. Let's try it. Far chase. All right, that's the number 5 car. Getting involved in that. Let's see if we can find him. Gary May.
Oh man.
Oof. Oh, and
Oh,
Zachary King again. That's his 3rd wreck he's been involved in. And then, oh, man, that's just a bad chain reaction.
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. We're going to have everybody on pit road, and we got dual pits. So it's all about where your pit selection is, as we see Lucas Bray was on the backstretch, so he's going to have the advantage.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's got much damage on his car, so let's see if we can... Left rear suspension looks good. Left front suspension looks good. Rear of the car looks good. Front of the car, he's got a little bit of damage on that right front fender. Hopefully that doesn't mess him up, especially if that's rubbing on that tire. But must not have been too much of a damage that he's concerned about. So we shall see how the rest of this race plays out. As Christian Barnes winning the race off of pit road, let's go ahead and take a look at the pit stop statistics. Mostly everybody taking 4 tires and fuel. You have John Cook who took fuel only, and a bunch of drivers coming in for repairs. Zachary King, Doug Scalise, Chris Echepar, Joseph Conan, Ryan Testa, Gary May, Jason Thomas, all getting repairs as they look to keep their cars in tip-top shape.
Yeah, and the thing is, with all those lap cars, Lucas Bray did not lose that many positions on pit road.
No, he only lost 2, and I wonder if that was, maybe he sat in there for maybe 5 seconds and get some damage repair, or just the luck of where your pit stop is. And we're back green, and Christian Barnes skyrocketing out in front. Look at Lucas. He didn't waste any time getting back up there.
No, but now he's got to catch. But here's the thing. I mean, we have. Let's see. Hold on a second. Let me do some quick math. We have 80 laps to go in this race. So.
Yeah, and
really,
only 11 cars on this lead lap too.
Yeah. So I mean, Lucas Bray. It's the hardest thing to do as a driver, to save your equipment but make the leader burn up his at the same time simultaneously.
Yeah, as we see Adam Ramsey putting a little bit of pressure on Lucas Bray, forcing him up to the outside. Ramsey getting a little loose as they come across the start-finish line, putting a little bit too much throttle there to try and get around Lucas Bray as they come close and almost go Goodyear to Goodyear, entering turn number 3.
Yeah, and Adam Ramsey, when he was trying to slide up in front of Lucas Bray, almost kissed the wall right there.
Oh, we have another caution.
So this is going to be interesting, Joe, because now Lucas Bray will restart behind Christian Barnes.
Yeah, he will. And again, I wish I can find where that wreck happened. What in the world is SDK doing? Okay, I think I got it. Joseph Conan. Just getting really loose.
Gosh.
Head first into the wall. We hope that he is going to be okay, as he is going to have to get towed and go to the infield care center here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yeah, get the ambulance out for sure.
Looks like, let's see, Zachary King, is he still on the lead? That? Yeah, so Lucas Bray, I think he's might be staying in to get some repairs done to his car, and that's exactly what it looks like he's doing. I guess he was feeling a little bit of disruptions in his car, so he does have some wiggle room, right? The furthest back he can go at this point is 12th, as we see some drivers getting a wave around here. So still not in bad shape, as you know, we've seen him go from 8th to 1st within the first 60 laps of this race. So with just shy of 80 laps to go, we'll be looking to see how he is able to bounce back.
Yeah, and he's going to be able to get, on pit road. He's not going to lose that many positions. Take a look at Josh Hyatt up here in the top 5.
Yeah, looks like Lucas Bray came out 10th there. So, I mean, if he's gone from 8th to 1st, I don't see why he can't go from 10th to 1st. So, but we'll see how it plays out.
Right.
Still plenty of laps here to go. 88 of 160. Your current leader is Christian Barnes. We've had 4 cautions for 16 laps and 3 green flag lead changes. So as we see, the lights on the pace car are off. Field is ready to go green here, and look at Christian Barnes trying to get a jump, but look at Adam Ramsey and Zachary King not letting him get too far out in front.
Yeah, Ramsey's really liking that outside line, and we've seen that the last restart. He got a great run. He was a little slow, but once that car came to life, he was gone. And he got into the leader!
Oh, no!
Oh, man. Just drove it in there a little too hot!
That's 77, John Cook. Oh, my goodness. That was just absolute carnage. Oh, John Cook getting tied up in that. Doug Scalise, Joseph Essenberg, and oh no, Lucas Bray again.
Yeah, it looked like Adam Ramsey just got a little too hot in that corner and didn't. I don't think he expected to get the run that he did and couldn't get on the brakes. And the only thing to stop his car was getting to the back bumper of Christian Barnes.
Let's see who. Let's go back up to the 27 car. Christian Barnes. As we go back and look to see what caused that chain of events, as Adam Ramsey just getting a massive run and didn't expect Barnes to check up as much as he did. And then we'll go back up and we'll look at what happened with Lucas Bray, Doug Scalise, and man, that's man, that's gonna put a damper on a bunch of drivers' nights. As we see that 77 car getting massively loose, unable to control it, and just starts a chain reaction there of carnage. Some drivers. Go ahead.
I was going to say, the thing was, I didn't mean to cut you off, but the thing was, Lucas Bray thought he had it, but there was, before the 70, they got to the 77, it looked like Doug Scalise actually just barely tapped Lucas Bray right there, and that's what got Lucas loose. And then when he was coming to the 77, he had nowhere to go and clipped him. So that's a tough break for Lucas Bray, because I think he probably thought he had it avoided, Joe.
Yes, we'll go back and take a look at that. I've seen this and been involved in it far too often. As you see, he sees the wreck, goes down towards the apron, and then just gets clipped just a tad bit as Doug was trying to do all he could to avoid what was in front of him. So, man, it's again, it's just part of Bristol. You you have to react very, very, very quickly here, and you anticipate somebody who's wrecking. You see him going high, but then the car snaps and comes back down low, and man, you've already just determined the line you're going to take to avoid the wreck, and you just have nowhere to go.
Yeah, and me and you both play ATS, so they need to put some of those towing mirrors on these cars where you could actually see.
Yeah, right?
Oh! Dave Allen, not a good restart.
No, it looks like maybe he missed a gear.
Oh, man.
That's going to give Zachary King almost an entire second lead on the field on this restart.
Yeah, Zachary King is scooting away, but look at Chris Etchapar. We talked about he got involved in a couple wrecks, but got the car all fixed up, duct tape, Bondo, whatever, and that thing is shot out like a rocket in P2.
It sure did. Well, I thought I was on the right car. Maybe that was the 21 car of Josh Hyatt that was down there a little bit low. I could be wrong. I saw a car that looked like it was down on the apron having some issues here. Yeah, that's a little hairy right there. Is Adam Ramsey on the inside of that 21 of Josh Hyatt right before they enter into turn number 4. As we go ahead and take a look at some of our best gainers for the night, John Cook, man on a mission. He is now 8th after starting 22nd. He's up 14 spots. Ryan Testa up 13. Howard Peoples III up 11. Chris Etchapar up 7. And Gary May also up 7 positions here.
Yeah, and I just want to add, tough break. Hate to hear this, but Lucas Bray is taking it behind the wall.
Oh, man. That's unfortunate. As we see all these drivers coming in and clipping that wall coming out of turn number 2.
They're running that old dirt track line, gripping the fence and getting a little speed boost off the wall, it looks like, Jim.
Yeah, the front right can only take so much
Yeah.
so much of a beating, and it gets to a point where you just get tight and you have no grip to come off that corner. As you can kind of hear John Cook's tires screeching a whole lot, so he's putting some stress on that front, that right front. As we take a look at Adam Ramsey here, getting right up on that bumper of Chris Echapar, trying to figure out which line he's going to take to get around him.
Yeah, Ramsey just getting unbelievable runs in the corner. But I think he's a little gun shy after getting into Christian Barnes on that last caution.
Yeah, I would say he's definitely going to be a little bit more cautious, but we do see him trying to do a little dive bomb action on Echapar. So maybe it might work for him, it might not, but he's going to have to play his cards right, because he's one mistake away from putting it behind the fence.
Yeah, with 40 laps left in this race, these laps are going to go by real quick, so these drivers are going to get real antsy. So sooner or later, they're going to get impatient. They're going to try to, make a move, and it's going to cause a little chaos.
As we take a look at that paint scheme of Doug Scalise, a lot of sponsors on that car. Look at on the bottom there. It says butt sore from iRacing. So, yeah, no Diddy. I know mine has been sore.
I'm surprised there's no blue on that car. Running the Los Pollos Hermanos paint scheme with Saul Goodman on the side. Need to put Walter White or Jesse Pinkman on there as well.
Right. These guys get creative with their paint schemes. It's man, I've seen some wild ones out there. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. What a tool we have to go and we think back to the old console days. We thought we had some cool schemes, back in especially the Utechnics days on like NASCAR inside line and 14 and 15 and all those, but then trade paints, you get on there and you're like, whoa, some of these things these guys make are unbelievable for sure.
Yeah, especially the way they have the spec maps and how you can, change the paint of your, you can change it from matte to flat to, chrome, and it really makes the stickers on the car actually look like stickers, and you can make them pop in the color contrast, and it's really fun. I make some paint schemes myself for myself and a few buddies, and you can really get creative. So,
well, and it's cool also when you upload them, to the showroom, and you get the alerts that people are actually running your car. Like, I made a truck, and I think there's been 8 or 9 people have picked to run that truck, and it's just unbelievable.
Everybody has something that they like, right? And
yeah,
as I've heard in a movie line, in a crazy scheme to make money, you think they've made more than one of the same color car, so could get a little I've actually seen it in races where there's like 4 or 5 drivers having the same paint scheme, and it's kind of hard to differentiate who they are, especially if they have a custom number on there and they're all running, let's just say, the 24 DuPont of the Jeff Gordon, and one of them cuts you off or wrecks you, and you get mad at the wrong guy because you don't know who the heck it is.
Yeah, that's the good thing. There is the sim stamp schemes, but yeah, then you look at your pylon, and it may be the one car on the track, but it'll be the 25 on your pylon, and you're like, what the heck?
Yes, we see Echapar right in that outside line, trying to get around Zachary King, and we had one car go down on the apron. That's going to open the door for Christian Barnes. Oh, and look at Ramsey. Echapar shifting down in the bottom of the track, forcing Zachary King to that high line. And now Echapar on that preferred line as he's going to clear. A little bit of contact right there coming out of turn number 4. Christian Barnes sliding up into that number 2 spot, pushing Zachary King to that high line, which could also leave the door open for Ramsey, as we see Ramsey now getting on the inside of Zachary King.
Yeah, and I just want to correct myself. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man.
Once again.
Wow.
You can't make it up. But I just wanted to correct myself. We had 60 laps to go when I said we had 40. Now we have 40 laps to go, or less than 40.
Man, we're gonna have to take a look at that in slow mo here.
But here's the thing: he got the run on the bottom. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about you, Joe, but it looked like that 97 turned a little right there.
He did, and I think he was anticipating Zachary King getting more of a run than he did, and looks like he was going to try and tuck right in behind him. But man, that's as we see Zachary King immediately jump into the pits, and he might be done for the day.
But I mean, that's Bristol, Joe, and a lot of people, that's the thing about Bristol, the speeds are high, the action's high, and the tempers are hot. But I mean, that's the thing about this track why people just love it, because I mean, it's just a good old short track. Got to move the guy to get the position kind of place.
Yeah, and I mean, nothing wrong with using the bumper, right? But you've got to be smart. There's a time and a place to do it. So, again, you got to be smart. You got to be aggressive when it's warranted. You get yourself being a little bit too aggressive. Not saying that was the case there for Zachary King or Adam Ramsey, but finding yourself a little bit too aggressive can put you in situations like we just witnessed in that wreck.
Well, and we were just talking about, Ramsey thought he was a little gun shy after, getting into Christian Barnes, excuse me. But he wasn't gun shy there for sure.
No, he sure wasn't. As it looks like currently, Christian has fell back to 6th. We go and look at some of these pit stops. Everybody, again, taking 4 tires and fuel. A few guys going in and getting some repairs done. John Cook, Howard Peoples, Gary May, Zachary King, Adam Ramsey. And, man, that's just so unfortunate. You hate to see guys that have been battling all night for the race lead get caught up.
Well, they've been, let's see. I mean, the pole sitter's right here in the 27. But the other cars, they were 2 and 3, 4. These top qualifiers and the fast cars of the night, since they unloaded, and now they find themselves, I mean, look at this. Josh Hyatt is out here just leading the race, and he probably thought that, he probably thought he didn't have that good of a car, but things happen, and now he finds himself in the lead. Yeah,
and, some of these guys, all they really need is to get out in front of traffic, and they can start dominating and leading some laps. So that could be a situation that we're seeing here with that 21 of Josh Hyatt.
Yeah, and tough break for Adam Ramsey. Down 7 laps now. Man. Zachary King looks like he's pulled it off.
As we see some of the best battles right here, we have Echapar and Scalise battling out for that number 3 position. We also have Testa and Cook battling it out for the number 6 spot. So a lot of battles going on right here, and anything is possible. 28 laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway, and man, we've had nothing short of action today.
Yeah, and I just want to point out, our rating does not matter because Jason Thomas is up 5 spots, and he's a Class D driver, and he's looking to crack the top 10 if he can get up there, Joe.
Yeah, it's what's the word I'm looking for? A misinterpretation that your I rating means you're better than somebody else, right? So you have a whole bunch of guys who will do an official here and there, but for the majority of the time they're running league races. So I race in a league where some of these guys have anywhere from 900 to 1500 I rating, and I'm significantly higher than that. But racing in the race with these guys, I mean, it was it was hard to keep up with some of them. So it just goes to show that I rating doesn't mean that you know racecraft and you know how to drive the car. So as we see Jason Thomas there, we see his photo in a fire suit. I wonder if he races in real life or does a little cosplay, but nevertheless, pretty sharp image there with the shades and the beard. So, Jason Thomas, man, kudos to you, buddy, looking sharp.
Yeah, I gotta give a shout out to my buddy David Warmuth. I'll have to send you his driver profile picture because I mean it's an AI picture, but he's sitting there in his fire suit and he's got a cigarette in his mouth. I mean. Looking like, and then I think he's got a beer in his hand, so looking like an old school style photo. I'll have to send you a picture of it. It's pretty interesting looking. Also from Wankakama, Rhode Island.
You mean Ronkonkoma, Long Island?
Long Island, yeah, Ronkonkoma, Long Island.
Yeah, easy for me to remember that because I grew up around that area, so.
I know, that's why I'd say it, because I knew I had you to back me up. This southern boy don't know nothing about up north.
As we see, Etchapar got some separation on Doug Scalise, but running up into some lap traffic with that number 15 car of Daniel Dunaway, which allowed Doug to kind of get a little bit closer to him. Daniel Dunaway just inside the top 15, running 13th, and I believe he is, unfortunately, 9 laps down. So we only have, as it stands, 7 cars on the lead lap. And as it stands, Howard Peoples III will be the lucky dog if we get another caution. Him and that number 31 car of Dave Allen are the only 2 cars that are only a lap down. So the majority of the field here, that's 4, 5, and even 9 laps down, they're pretty much stuck where they're at.
Yeah, pretty much stuck where they're at. And the thing is, with Doug Scalise being the league, one of the league admins or in the league owner, the thing is when you get in a league race and the league owner's in there, it's like they have a bubble around them because everybody gets a little nervous, especially if you haven't been running with these guys a long time, because you don't want to. I guess they get in this mind, if you wreck the league owner, he's going to kick you out. But that's exactly what I see in these league races for sure.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're the owner or not. If somebody's going to wreck you, they're going to wreck you. And we have a caution.
Guys, just quickly, just remember.
John Cook getting involved in that. As we see John Cook, let's see what happens here. He gets into the number 29 car of Howard Peoples and just goes around.
Oh, look,
Ooh.
There's Hatfield. He's back on the track.
Yeah. Almost getting wrapped up. And it looks like we have a few more that have crashed. Looks
All the
like
Swiftie fans out there excited to see that.
it's showing Etchapar, Scalise.
Well, And here's the thing also about Howard Peoples. That takes him out of getting the lucky dog now that he was involved in the caution, Joe.
It does, and I don't know why it was telling me that all these guys crashed when they clearly didn't. But yeah, that's gonna give the the lucky dog to well damn, it was Howard Peoples and John Cook both involved in that, so I'm not sure
Dave
either.
Allen.
It's gonna be Dave Allen.
Is it Dave Allen or is it Gary May?
We'll have to look, because after those two, there was a few drivers that were 4 laps down. So we'll have to see what happens here. As John Cook is now 1 lap down. Yeah, we'll have to see how it plays out once everybody comes out of pit road. And John Cook, he wouldn't have been able to get the lucky dog anyway, having to come down and get repairs. So
yeah,
unfortunate for him. Howard Peoples looks like he was able to save some of his car.
might be Ryan Testa actually. Huh, that.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Howard Peoples, his car doesn't actually look too bad. A little bit of left front damage, but that might not affect him. Might not affect him too much. As yeah, Dave Allen looks like he got the lucky dog. I could be wrong, but that's at least by SDK. That's what it's showing. So.
Well, the thing is, there's 8 laps left of this race, and Josh Hyatt's just telling the boys play nice because he wants to see that white flag. And like we were saying, could we see somebody get their first win? And we got the first 4 candidates up here in the top 4.
Yeah, with Hyatt, Echapar, Scalise, and Barnes, all 4 of these guys. It could be anyone's race.
Yeah, and Echapar, he's one of these guys to cause a caution because he wants to catch back up to Hyatt.
As we see Christian Barnes going outside of Doug Scalise here for the number 3 spot.
Joseph Essenberg in the wall.
Echapar slowly climbing up and getting close to Josh Hyatt. So we are going to pay attention to what happens here. As they enter into turn 3, it'll be 3 to go at the line.
Caution.
Oh, we have a caution. Man. Again, it was the broadcaster's curse.
And Chris Echapar, he said whoever calls it a bottle mistake dinner.
Let's go back and take a look at what happened here. John Cook, Dave Allen, and Daniel Dunaway.
The Swifties.
All getting wrapped up in the carnage here with 3 to go. None of these drivers going to be happy about this incident. Honestly, if I'm being brutally honest, this just looks like a racing incident with these 2 guys driving hard.
Yeah, this is a racing incident. I mean, there's 3 laps to go. Well, 5 laps to go, excuse me.
No,
now we're coming to...
No, it's going to be, I believe this is going to be a green-white checkered.
Right, but I was saying before that.
Oh, yeah.
There was like 5 laps to go. So, I mean, yeah, like I said, everybody got a chance to get that first win. You got to go for it. Yeah, just a racing incident.
And if last restart wasn't nerve-wracking,
Oh,
it's
man.
really going to be nerve-wracking now as you see Josh Hyatt trying to keep those tires warm, keep some heat in them, so that this way he doesn't spin on the restart. He's going to have Christian Barnes on his inside, on the inside right behind him. Christian Barnes going to be looking to get just as good of a jump as Hyatt does. I'm curious to see what Hyatt does here for the Chews, if he stays on the inside or if he goes up to the high side. Right now it does look like he's going to stay on the inside, so we will see. Go ahead.
And I was going to say, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I was going to say the interesting thing also, Josh Hyatt missed a gear a couple restarts ago. And now you're putting him in a chance to get his first win in the AARN NASCAR O'Reilly Series. Joe, the pressure's got to be on.
Yeah, without a doubt. As we see the lights on the pace car are off, and you got to be wondering what's going on inside of his head here. With him, misshifting on the last restart where he was out in front. So the pressure is going to be on.
Yeah, the pressure's definitely going to be on. And folks, grab the popcorn, put a seatbelt over the TV because we're going for a ride on this restart.
Not much of a jump there by Hyatt. Looks like he might have taken a little bit easy. Echapar up into the wall. That's going to slow him down. Christian Barnes looking to get to the inside of Wyatt, and he's getting to the inside as they come across for the white flag. It is do or die right now for Hyatt. Can he
Look at
hold
Doug
off?
Scalise! The move!
As Christian Barnes is going to take the win here.
Wow!
Josh Hyatt finishing second. Doug Scalise finishing in third.
What a race!
And everybody ARCA braking after that finish. What a finish for Christian Barnes. Coming back from third on the green-white checkered, to winning this race with a pass on the final lap, clearing Josh Hyatt in turn number 2 as we see him do his victory burnout for his first win of the season in the All-American Racing Network.
Puts Meatball Ideal Motorsports back into victory lane. You heard Zach Keene come over the radio when he crossed the finish line, was excited. Man, Joe, that was unbelievable.
Yeah, that was a very exciting finish. As we thought we might have had a wreck there between Scalise and Hyatt coming out of turn number 4. It was an exciting race, to say the least. It was nothing short of exciting. So,
And it was all clean.
yeah. Those last few laps on that green-white checkered was definitely clean. So, let's see. Let me find these guys. Josh Hyatt, Christian Barnes, and Doug Scalise. So, find Josh. Come on, Josh. I know you're in here. All right. I can't seem to find... Oh, there he is. Josh Hyatt. All right, there we go. So we are going to pull in Doug Scalise. Doug Scalise, this is Front Row Joe and Emmett Crow in the booth. You got a copy?
I do. What's going on, guys?
Oh man, that was a exciting finish. And we were on edge probably just as much as you were. What
Yeah, that did it take your breath away?
It did, man. I mean, we were watching Hyatt and Barnes, and then out of nowhere here you come, and I was like, oh my goodness, there's Doug almost getting it done. But what was going through your mind there when that caution came out with 3 to go?
You know, I didn't have the best restart on the previous, so I actually really enjoyed that caution coming out. I was able to reset, and I got a really good restart to hang with that front row there.
So as an owner, that's got to boost your morale seeing an unbelievable finish in this league. But going forward, how do you build on this top 3 going next week?
Yeah, well, first, like you said, as the owner, but we can't make it happen without our sponsor. So, Ideal Pest Management coming on board for this series is a huge plus. And then my affiliated team, Team Ignition, for giving me that setup and enabling me to get up there and compete. Hopefully for the rest of the season, it's just keep building this momentum. I might not win, but as long as I can keep getting these top 3s and these podiums, then I think we'll be in a good place come the chase.
Yeah, as you sit currently just outside the bubble for the chase as it stands right now before the race results are updated, you are sitting in P12. Hopefully this will get you up above that bubble as we continue on the season and get ready to make a push for the chase. I'm getting ready to pull up the schedule as we are going to be at Kansas next week. So going from a short track to more of a drafting style type track. So be interesting to see how everybody makes that adjustment going from short track racing to your traditional intermediate type track. So us here in the broadcast booth, we'd like to congratulate you on your 3rd place finish. And we would like to give you an opportunity to give your shout outs and thank your sponsors.
Yeah, just give another shout out to Ideal Pest Management for coming on board for the whole season. Corey Powell really contributes to the league as overall, and we really couldn't do it without them. And other than that, Adam Ramsey, the driver of the 97, for making these killer setups. And I'm looking forward to next week getting a little more space on the track there.
Well, all right, Mr. Doug, we are going to let you go and enjoy the rest of the night with your 3rd place finish here at Bristol on the All-American Racing Network.
All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. All right, let's go ahead and pull down Joshua Hyatt. Joshua, this is Front Row Joe and Emma Crow in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, so almost getting it done there. Coming up just a little bit short. Kind of walk me through what was going through your mind as you got ready to take the green flag for this green-white checkered.
Well, I was worried from the start because I knew 27 was on fresh tires. I saw him pit a few laps ago, and so I knew he was coming in hot. And he gave me a shot in the bumper, I think, the lap before the last. And so I had Pete. That's what happened last week when I was running 3rd. I got wrecked coming out of the last corner. Had a little bit of PTSD and figured I'd lose the battle. Just thinking long term.
Yeah, and we saw on one of the restarts early on in the race when you were out in front, looks like you might have either spun the tires or missed a gear on your shift. Did that play a factor in how you strategize for the restart on the green-white checkered?
Yeah, it did. I knew I was on older tires and I was going to have to be easier on the restart. I wasn't going to get the big jump that I had uh, the restart prior, to either the one before that. Yeah, that was in the back of my mind, and I knew I was going to have to fight those guys off.
Emmett, do you have anything to add to Mr. Hyatt's second place finish?
Congratulations on it, man. How do you build on this going forward to Kansas? You know, another tire management track. How do you feel about going to the cookie cutter?
All the tracks that have a lot of tire wear, I feel like are right in my wheelhouse. I'm pretty good at Kansas. It's a lot wider. I think it'll be entertaining. I'm ready. I think we'll be up fighting in the front again.
Well, Mr. Hyatt, we are at this point going to give you an opportunity to give anyone you'd like a shout out or give thanks to any of your sponsors before we let you go.
Yeah, no sponsors. Just I'll shout out Old School Racing Setups. That's where I'm getting my setups from. OSRs on Discord. Old School Racing.
Well, all right, Mr. Hyatt, we are going to let you go here, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your night. And again, congratulations on your second place finish tonight.
All right, thank you guys. Have a good night.
You too. All right. As we get ready to bring down our race winner of the night, Emmett, if you would not mind doing us the honors as we bring down our race winner, Christian Barnes. Christian.
Christian Barnes, man, talk about what a topsy-turvy race. You were up there all the whole night. You get taken out just a little bit by Adam Ramsey. And how do you rebound from that in unbelievable fashion? Made an unbelievable pass on the white flag lap. How does it feel to be in victory lane, man?
Oh, it feels great. I had to work my butt off for that one. Yeah, after I got, contact from behind, I was able to minimize as much damage as I probably could have got there. It could have been a day ender. Luckily, I only had about 30 seconds of damage, so I was able to get that fixed pretty quickly. And yeah, from there, it was just work my way forward, take them off one by one, not make any enemies, make my way through the field. And once I got up there, I thought it was good. I thought it was hopefully going to go clean and green. And, then that caution came out, and I almost pulled a Ryan Blaney. I almost, pitted and pretty much gave the win away. So luckily I was able to get around him on the white flag and was able to pull it off.
So let me ask you this. Are you about to order some Domino's to celebrate?
Oh, 100%. I'm either eating it today or tomorrow. I'm going to get it eventually.
Yeah, so Christian, man, what an exciting race. 160 laps here. 8 cautions for 32 laps, 6 lead changes. You going ahead and making the one that counts, coming away with the win here. We will congratulate you on that win. We're also going to give you a opportunity to give a shout out or give a thanks to your sponsors or anybody you would like.
Yeah, I want to shout out the sponsors, Ideal Pest Management, Advanced Work Vans, Gem Blossom Designs, MX Wraps, Gilbert Fleet, Ideal K9, K1 Speed, and Carolina Wheel Repair, and 2 owners of Meatball Ideal Motorsports.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your race winner tonight here at Bristol is going to be Christian Barnes. Christian, we congratulate you on your win, and we look forward to seeing you next week at Kansas.
Thank you very much. We'll see you then.
All right. Good night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we go ahead and take a look at your final results here for the race, your third place finisher, Doug Scalise, your second place finisher, Josh Hyatt, and your race winner is going to be Christian Barnes. As we take a look at the rest of the field here, Joseph Essenberg in fourth, Chris Echapar finishing 5th. Ryan Testa finishing 6th. Howard Peoples, the 3rd, finishing 7th. John Cook finishing 8th. Gary May finishing 9th. And Jason Thomas rounding out your top 10. David Allen finishing in 11th. Corey Powell finishing in 12th. Your 13th place finisher, Daniel Dunaway. Zachary King in 14th. Adam Ramsey in 15th. Your 16th place finisher is going to be Anthony Hatfield. Lucas Bray, 17th. Joseph Conan, 18th. Mike Alley of Rotten Bananas Racing finishing 19th. Isaac Michael finishing 20th. 21st is going to be Jared Essenberg. 22nd is Nick Steincipher. And the potential favorite to win this race, Chris Romano, finishing in 23rd spot. Your most laps led is going to go to Zachary King of Meeple Ideal Motorsports, leading 70 of 160 laps here. Your fastest lap is going to Dave Allen. Your hard charger of the night, finishing 17 spots up from where he started, is going to be Ryan Testa. And your pole winner and your race winner, again, is Christian Barnes. Emmett, what a phenomenal and exciting race to watch here at Bristol Motor Speedway for the All-American Racing Network. What are your feelings on how that race went?
That was an unbelievable race. What a race to come back to, after taking some time off being back here. What a way to kick it back on at Bristol. And, Joe, I'm just ready to get up to Kansas, and because that's going to be exciting as well.
It sure is. Kansas, another track that is not friendly on tires. So we are going to have another exciting race. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some cautions and some carnage in that one as well. And potentially another exciting finish as we witnessed here tonight at Bristol. So thank you to everybody who is tuned in. We hope that you all join us again next week at Kansas as we will be back for the All-American Racing Network. And everybody have a good night.